So far we have creating articles and we are passing here a hard-coded ID. So this is not a good practice. So you want the content generated by PHP dynamically, and here we are passing the IDs by our hand. So this is not a good way. So how we can get rid from this? So here's come a very tricky part. Inside our code editor, we are going to actually generate a new page and name it whatever you want, like hello.php. Now in this page, I am going to show you some other concepts of PHP. So today we are actually going to learn query string. So a query string is something like question mark and then something like name is equal to and the quick code. So this is known as query string. Anything that is passed in the URL after the question mark is known as query string. So we are actually going to use this way for now. As you can see, we are actually use a varchar function here, then dollar, and use the super global variable that is $get. If I remove the article to hello.php, you can see array 0 of nothing. So the get is actually giving us array. So our array is 0 for now. There is no length in it, there is no value in it. But when I pass name is equal to the quick code, I hit enter, you can see we have a name is a key and the value. So key value pairs is available in the get. Now if I change like name equals to Ali, hit enter, you can see we have a string of 3 characters 1 to 3, and here is our key. And if we want to add more query strings, we can actually do this by adding ampersand. So we are breaking one query string and adding new query string like age is equal to 12. Hit enter. You can see name is Ali and age is 12. We can add more items like, again use the ampersand is good at school, whatever you want. And if I write true here and hit enter, you can see we have an array of 3 elements, name, age, and is good at school, and the value is true. Now one main thing that you should notice is that here is a string, the 12 is also a string, and the true is also a string. So it will give us the boolean, the integer, and the string value in string format. Keep it in mind. Now here, if I just want to check the name, I can just write name here, and if I refresh, you can see Ali. If I just write here age, if I refresh, you can see 12 because age is equal to 12 in the query string. And if I change it from here like 1 and hit enter, you can see it's 1. Okay, so this is the way of accessing data. Now we are going to use the same technique in our article.php. We're going to remove this line and write dot to concatenate our get method here, dollar and then get, and here we need our ID. That's it. Then the next thing is we are actually need is that back to our editor, and if I enter an ID is 1 and hit enter, you can see first post. If I enter the ID with 2 and hit enter, you can see the second post, and so on. But this is not generating, we are actually writing it here. So this is again hard coding. So how we can get rid from here? We are actually going in our index page, and in here we're actually going to pass a link here, or href, a hyperlink. We are going to close our a tag from here to here, like so. And in here we are actually passing the article.php, that is a separate page for single article. So we are going to write here article.php. That's it. And we are actually going to pass id here dynamically, like this. Or yeah, we can write an equal sign because it will actually print the article. So we don't want any space. Then we need article id as we did in the title. So it will loop each of the article and give the title with its id, as in href. It will generate dynamic links and set it to those titles. Now if I save the file and remove it from here, hit enter, you can see all of our code is now a link. If I hit on the first post, you can see article not found. Now this is very amazing thing that is happening to us. This is because I have to write equal sign here. Now if I hit enter and if I come back here, refresh the page and hit enter or click on the link, you can see first post. I click on second post. If I click on the read this, you can see again article.php. So it is generating dynamic content on one single page. So this is the power of PHP. We just write here article.php and index.php. So we have only two pages here, but when you click on any page, you can see there's different page. If I show you in different tabs, you can see this is one page, this is another page, this is another page, and so on. So why this is happening? This is because it is generating data inside this one article page, that is known as dynamic content. It is actually changing the content according to the conditions. So as we said here, where id is equal to get id. So if you come back to our editor, you will see here that if I change the id to 2, you can see again it is second post. And if I write something like this, article not found. So that's the power of PHP.